Good morning, guys. Well, it's morning now, but you probably won't see this till the afternoon. It's 7 o'clock in the morning right now. I've been up since like 5, been in and out of sleep. But I just wanted to share with y'all something that I experienced yesterday, something that I went through. As you can tell by the title, somebody tried to break in my apartment while I was in it, like while I was home. So, I'm just get right into telling y'all what happened, right? So the night before, I was literally up all night. I didn't go to sleep at all. So, I was twisting my hair, moisturizing my hair till like 7 o'clock in the morning. And then my kids had woke up. The boys had woke up. So I decided like, okay, since everybody's up early, let's go to the supermarket. So I went to the supermarket at 9 o'clock. I got back home around 1. So, I just said that to say that I've literally been up all day. I didn't go to sleep from last night. I went shopping for 3 hours. So I came home. I was tired. Let's just say I was tired. I put the food away. The boys had went to go take a nap, and I went to go lay down next to my son. I decided, okay, I'm about to take a nap. And when I hit that bed, oh my goodness, you ever not got sleep? And then as soon as you hit the bed, it's like you're about to be knocked out. You're about to be knocked out, right? So that's what happened. So I laid down and I instantly started falling asleep. And like I was already halfway asleep, and then I heard a knock at the door. So then I went to the door, and it was UPS delivering a package that they already delivered yesterday. You feel me? So now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like that was God telling me like, wake up, you feel me? Don't go to sleep yet. Because now I have two of the item that I already got. So they delivered the same package today, which is crazy, like I said. So I go to the door, I get my package, I make sure I lock the door, then I go try to lay back down, and I try to go to sleep, and I'm halfway asleep, but I just keep thinking to myself, like I couldn't fall asleep because I keep thinking to myself, like, did you lock the door? Did you lock the door? Did you lock the door? And I'm like, I know I locked the door because UPS came, and I just ran back in my mind. I'm like, I know I locked the door. I know I locked the door, but then I just got up and checked anyway. Of course, the door was locked, so I go lay back down. I'm about to fall asleep again. I'm going into that. That when you feeling yourself getting dead because you about to go to sleep, like that's when you about to be out. So I had that feeling I'm about to go to sleep. And then y'all may not believe me. Y'all may think I'm making this up. I'm lying. But, oh wait, before I get there, my bad. So I lay down and I'm about to be asleep. I'm half asleep now. And the building alarm goes off. The alarm that's in the hallway, like, that's what happened. Now, this is common for where I live. People smoking in the hallway. The fire department comes and turn it off. But this happens a lot. So I'm never alarmed by the alarm. It's like, it happens all the time. But this time, I heard the building alarm, and I'm like, it made me feel weird for some reason. I'm like, why is that alarm going off? No other time did I question why the alarm going off. This happens, like I said, probably like on a weekly basis. Once a week, this shit probably happens. So, but this time I'm just like, nah. Something felt funny about the alarm going off. It felt weird. Like, I don't know why. It just felt funny. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to go to sleep until that alarm shut off. I'm not going to close my eyes until the alarm shut off. But when you're, like I said, I've been up all night. So when you're that tired, your body just kind of starts shutting down on its own without your control, You're going to start falling asleep. So I start falling asleep again. And this is the part where I was talking about. Y'all may not believe me on this. And it's okay. Y'all don't have to believe me. But I start falling asleep. And I vision somebody trying to break into my apartment. Like I saw somebody trying to break in. You feel me? And then So that kind of made me feel a little weird. I'm like, what? But I'm naturally an overthinker. Like, I have these intrusive thoughts all the time. Like, I think like that about everything. I could be walking down the street and I see a car, I'd be like, oh, what if this person kidnapped me? Like, I'm one of those person who creates scenarios in my head and be like, okay, what would I do if this happened? Like, you know, I'm an overthinker. That's what I do. But this time it wasn't me overthinking. It's like something popped in my head. Like, I really saw this shit happening before my very eyes. I saw it happening, and then I just laid there, and I'm just like, and then I start falling asleep again, naturally, because I've been up all night. I start falling asleep, and then I hear like you know, a door creaking. So I sat up a little bit to make sure I wasn't bugging, and I hear the door creaking again. And I'm like, yo, like, I just start yelling, like, yo, who is it? Who is it? And, you know, the door still creaking. I sleep naked. I sleep completely naked, so I wasn't thinking about grabbing my clothes. So I just grabbed the pillow, put the pillow in front of me, right? And I stand right here. I see where that wall is at. I'm behind the wall, and I looked, and my door is halfway open. Like the lock is not broken in yet, but the door is being pushed so far. It's like you can see, like, I can see the shadow of the person who's outside. Like, I can see that they're wearing black. You feel me? So it's like one good push, they would have been in here. But they was doing it like they wasn't trying to be loud, you know? So they was just slowly opening it instead of like, boom, busting the door down. So then I'm standing right here, like I said, by this wall right here where y'all see the door. And I'm like, yo. Like, I'm just yelling like, yo. And he's really bold. They still pushing on the door. Still pushing on the door. Still trying to get the door open. Mind you, like I said, I'm naked. So I go in the kitchen, get the knife. I go up against the door and push the door like that. And look out the peephole, see if I can see somebody. But he's on the side where you can't, you know, you're not gonna be able to see the person out the peephole. They like standing against the other side of the wall. So I'm like, yo. And the nigga say, yo, back. He said, yo. Like, I said, yo. And he said, yo. He answered me. And then he ran off. And he went out the building. So I tried to go on where my son's room is at, because that's the only exit he could have went out of. And I tried to look, but I ain't see nobody. So he probably went out the back door, or he probably was still in the building. So yeah, that was just crazy. Like, I was like, I cannot believe somebody really just tried to break in my apartment while I'm here. And it's like, I just really went to bed. And I feel like everything that happened for a reason. UPS delivered the same package that they delivered yesterday. That was my first sign, like, telling me, like, wake up, don't go to sleep, you know? Like, don't go to sleep. And then the building alarm going off. Another sign telling me, don't go to sleep, you know? Like, I felt like God or the universe, whatever y'all believe in, I believe in both, like, was really trying to keep me up. They was trying to keep me from falling asleep, because, you know, when you haven't been asleep, I'm usually a light sleeper, so I usually wake up at like every little sound. Somebody going to the bathroom, somebody getting up, somebody, like, every little sound in the house, I wake up. But being that I have not slept all night, I knew once I went to sleep, I was going to be knocked out. And as slightly as that door creaked, I would have not heard that. I would have not heard that. I could have woke up to somebody standing over me. I could have woke up to, you know, I would have been unprepared. I would have been unprepared for that. I would have been naked, no weapon near me, you know, my kids sleeping next to me. Like, anything could have went wrong. So I feel like everything happens for a reason. I feel like I'm very highly protected, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I'm an overthinker, and you feel me? Everything just happened the way it was supposed to happen. But yeah, of course, naturally, I'm paranoid after that. So y'all can see I put my couch against the door, you know, because I've been here 4 years and I never experienced nothing like that. I don't live in the best area. I heard things about, you know, what happens in this area, but ever since I've been living here, I never experienced it, you know? So I kind of got an idea, just who, I don't want to accuse nobody, but I feel like I know who it could have possibly been, because this person was being real weird yesterday, asking me, like I came out my apartment and this person was standing real close to my door instead of their door, you know, just being weird, to the point where they were smoking in the hallway and my whole living room smelled like what they were smoking. So that means you was all up on my fucking door for your smoke to be coming in my house like that. Like, you feel me? It was crazy. So I feel like that. And then this person asked me about True, about my baby father. And I told him he wasn't here. And I feel like that was my mistake. I shouldn't have said that, you know? Never let people know you alone, you feel me? So I feel like they thought they saw an opportunity. But luckily, you know, it didn't get that far. But yeah, I put my couch against the door. It's also like a heavy package there behind the couch and a carpet so that it don't push easily. And then I got my son little walking toy. And soon as, like, if the couch was to move and the toy was to move, soon as the toy moves, it starts singing and making noise. And then I got my son's chair, because if the couch get pushed, the chair will fall and hit the floor. You know, just precautions, because, you know, like I said, I was already tired. So I tried to keep myself up as long as possible because I felt uncomfortable being here now in my own home. But, you know, naturally your body's going to shut down and go to sleep. So I just set it up so I feel a little safer, you know. I kept waking up in the middle of the night, you know. I had to sleep with a knife under my freaking mattress, you know, easy access, something I could just, just in case I need to. And yeah, now I sleep with clothes on. I can't even sleep naked no more. Like, I don't feel comfortable sleeping naked in my house. I'm not gonna be feeling comfortable just laying in my own house. And that sucks. That's whack as fuck, you know. Like, not feeling comfortable in your own house is whack as fuck. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all the damage that they did to the door, because they did damage my door. It's like 2 big ass holes. Like, they was using something to dig it in. My friend said she think it's like a crowbar, but they was like digging in the door and pushing on it at the same time, but real quietly. So yeah, I do live in housing, so I called them. And they basically like, oh, you know, we can't even change the locks, because even if we change the locks, it wouldn't make a difference, because the person, you know, it's not like they had a key or they broke the lock or something. They was getting in through another way. So, but they said they have cops that patrol the area. So next time, just call 911 and the cops should show up. Like, my sister and stuff told me to call the cops, but I'm like, Dad, they're gone. I never know what the cops gonna tell me. They're gonna come, they're gonna take my report, they're gonna say, excuse me, if it happened again, call us, blah, blah, blah. You know, I already know what they're going to say. So it was useless for me to call the cops. So I didn't call the cops at that time. But yeah, be safe, stay protected, especially if you live alone. It don't matter, male, female. Always have a plan just in case something go wrong, you know? Keep something close to you that's not, that the kids can't access, but you can, just in case somebody come in, or just in case you need to defend yourself at any time. My problem is I usually have a robe, but my robe is in the dirty clothes and I ain't wash it. So if I had that, you know, keep a robe. And it's funny, right? It's funny how your brain works, because I was on the phone with my sister right after the fact. And while I'm talking to her, you know, walking around, I looked down and I realized I had sneakers on my feet. Now, I don't remember putting my sneakers on. I don't know what point in time I had time to put sneakers on my feet. I don't know when, how, where. Like, mind you, I was completely naked, like I said. So I'm like, when did I put sneakers on? But that's just crazy how your mind works, you know, fight or flight response. Like, I'm doing stuff. It's like I was on autopilot. Like, I'm doing stuff that I don't even realize I'm doing. You feel me? I guess my mom was like, okay, we probably gonna have to fight, you know, in this situation. Probably gonna have to fight. Let me get some grip on. But I really don't remember putting on my sneakers. That was just like the funniest thing to me. Like, I really did not remember putting on my sneakers. That was crazy. But yeah, guys, stay safe, stay protected. Men, women, especially women, if you live alone, you know, if you have kids and, you know, you're by yourself, make sure you know how to protect yourself and your kids, if, you know, if anything was to ever happen. And yeah, I just want to share that with y'all. I'm a little uncomfortable right now in my own house, y'all can see. But everything gonna be good. I'm glad that everything happened the way it happened. I'm glad those things kept waking me up. You know, I'm glad I was able to run the person off, but things could have been totally different. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I love you. New videos coming soon. Stay tuned. Love you guys. Peace.